If you are new to my channel, my name is Ohemaa. Welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, hey! All the products I'll be using in this video will be tagged right here, so definitely click that view products tag so you can see a list of the palettes as well as all the other products that I'm using. Let's get into this very gorgeous eyeshadow look. So this is going to be one of the old school ones. I'm starting out with prepping my eyelids. I initially went in with the Urban Decay Eye Primer Potion, and then I'm going in with the Juvia's Place Eyeshadow Primer, which is actually an eyeshadow base, in the shade number 1, so that the colors that I'm going to put on top of it will pop. This is how I blend my base onto my eyes when I have foundation on. Today we're going to be using the new MAC Cosmetics Connect and Color palette. I'm going to go in with this specific shade because I thought it was going to give me a deeper rustic shade. What I didn't know was it was going to be this pigmented. It is so deep. I was literally shook. But this is how I go ahead and place eyeshadow onto my eyeshadow base. And no, my eyeshadow base is not set. I don't set it that way it can grab onto the pigment that I'm putting on it so that it can show up and show out. If your eyeshadow doesn't show up, try doing it this way and see what it does for you. Next, I'm going to go into this deeper orange shade and I'm going to use it to blend out the harsh line on the first shade that I put down. Once again, I'm going to show you exactly how I blend it. I'm trying not to do too many cuts. That way you can see exactly how I blend my eyeshadow. I feel like this really helps, especially if you can see how many times I'm going into the palette and how I'm moving my hands. For beginners in makeup, it really helps to see this whole process. So I'm just keeping it in. Just look at the inner corner of my eye. It starts off with a very sharp line, but by the time I have enough of that orange on there to blend it, that line disappears. And I'm focusing on there because I need to make sure that that line becomes as soft as it possibly can be. I'm not pushing the brush too hard into my skin because if you push too hard, you can break up your base and it's going to give you patchy eyeshadow. I'm holding it very lightly, but also making sure that it's in contact with my skin. Next, I'm going to go into this shimmer shade because I absolutely love what it looks like, and I'm just going to place it directly onto the middle part because this is going to be a halo eye look. I feel like this is my go-to, I just want to hurry up and go type of eyeshadow look. I really love it, and it actually also just makes you look boom. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply it to the middle. I'm using a very tapered brush from Juvia's Place. I will try to link all the brushes I'm using. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and take our initial shade and blend into the shimmer shade a little bit. That way I don't have sharp lines on the sides of it. This helps everything marry and move together so that it looks seamless and flawless. Now, this is the part of eyeshadow that I feel like a lot of people skip. When you have eyeshadow on, depending on whatever shape you're going for, if you clean the outer edges with some concealer, it gives you a sharper looking eye look. So first I'm going to go in with a concealer that closely matches my skin tone, and then I'm going to blend it into, the surrounding base look, and then I go in with a lighter concealer to give me that more highlighted eye look. This also helps define the shape of my eyeshadow. It also helps lift my eyes, lift my face, so that my eyeshadow look is also aiding in that whole lifted face effect that some people look for in makeup. Okay, and I just go ahead and blend it. You have to blend till there's no harsh line below so that you know that everything's blended together. And I always like to blend in with my fingers just to make sure that it matches the surrounding areas. Okay, next I'm going to go in with my blending sponge to blend it some more, and then I'll go in with the tool that I use to apply my foundation. That way everything can blend in seamlessly together. If you just use your finger, sometimes you can see that there's like a harsh line in there, and I don't like that look, so I do everything I possibly can to make it blend beautifully in. If it's a radiant concealer, you can go in with some setting powder to set everything. So next I'm going to go into this shade and use it as my blush because eyeshadow palettes can actually be used for multiple things and not just one thing. If you're new to my channel, there used to be a time where I didn't have options in contour shades and I used my Juvia's Place Chocolates palettes as my contour. Yes, sometimes I have to use things that are not meant to be used as contours as my contour because not a lot of brands have contour shades. My shade that I I can use. Anyway, back to the eyes though. The steps that I forgot to show you was that I went in with my L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, and then I also went in with a Jaclyn Cosmetics red lip liner in my waterline. It did not irritate my eyes and it showed up very pigmented, and I really like it. So that's the step that I missed to show. Next, I'm taking that shade as my highlighter because I wanted to get the most out of one eyeshadow palette. For a beginner, or if you are new at makeup, do not feel like you have to buy every single product that a video shows you that you need, because 9 times out of 10 you don't need it. You can just repurpose whatever shade you see in whatever palette, and that will help you get the exact look that you're going for. For example, I used this eyeshadow palette on my eyes, I used it on my blush, and I also used it as a highlighter. I'm gonna apply some Kiss lashes. These Kiss lashes are very good. They're the ones that come in the green packaging. I will link it in the video and also in the description box, so definitely check it out. They were very natural and they looked very, very good. Okay, so this is my finished look, showing you guys a really quick eyeshadow tutorial using the new MAC Connect and Color palette. Let me know down below in comments if you've tried this specific collection from MAC, or if you've tried any of the OG MAC eyeshadow palettes. Jackie, to answer your question, I always felt a little silly voguing before or after my videos, but I just stopped doing it here because I figured that people just want to go straight to the video and not just see you showcasing your look after. But I can bring it back. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any questions pertaining to eyeshadow. Love you lots, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.